Hello everybody, welcome back. C6 Series time. Legacy, Michigan. Going out for qualifying. Gonna be really slow. I've not figured out how to put in good qualifying times yet. You can drive it wide open, I just, for whatever reason, can't seem to do that, so we're just gonna try to do the best that we can. Hopefully find some form of speed out of it. Second lap seems to typically be the fastest, so just want to try to put myself as far up towards the front as I can. Pretty decent strength of field, it looks like. I attempted a ARCA race at Darlington, got caught up in a wreck fairly early on, so fortunately finished basically at the back, lost a good bit of buy rating. So knocked back to just over 3K, but we're going to try to do what we can, grind it back up, hopefully have a better finish here. My only hope is to just not have kind of what happened to me at Auto Club happen here. I really just want to try to keep it as clean as I can, so stay up top for the run up to lap number 2. Theory tires should be warm enough to be able to run it wide open once I get through there. Lap number 2, not a great run, so running the line's not going to be super productive. And didn't even realize I ran out of time, so we're going to end up back there with that lap, unfortunately. But we'll just keep trying, see if we can get back to the line in time. A little loose there. You can see, kind of killed the momentum off. I just, like I said, for whatever reason, cannot figure this out. I'm terrible when these things are meant to run wide open. So we'll just finish this off, hopefully. Learn something out of it for the race. It's going to be a lot faster with the draft. We're going to have air, so probably going to be doing a little bit more lifting, I would assume.
That's the end of the session.
Yeah, 14th. We are truck number 16, so technically still out qualified where it's supposed to be, although, again, you know, I don't know. It wouldn't have made that big of a difference. Maybe we would have gone up to like 9th or 10th, something. So a little bit, you know, a few spots. Maybe the track position is going to be that important. I don't know. We'll see. Basically running the default brake bias. I switched the ratio up to 16:1 just to try to help with tire saving, and then the offset I went to +8 just for my own personal preference to try to keep it the wheel where I like on the straightaway. So
I got you.
couple quick trucks up towards the front. Numbers obviously you can see are a little bit different, so I'm going to try to do the best I can to call it out. Try to line up the overlay with what's on there, but you see like the 5's got the 2 number on them, the 6's got the 15 on them, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, starting on the outside, not the best spot here, but make the most out of it we can. Or in theory, again, we're supposed to lose I rating in this and finish in the back, so I think there's 23 in total, I want to say. 22. So, I don't know, keep it clean, pick up a few spots, hopefully, you know, we can do what we can, and just try to, I don't know, grind out something compared to what Auto Club happened. Auto Club, I was trying to save tires. There was a little more lifting, I think, at Auto Club than there's probably going to be here with the flatter track through the corners. And the surface is a little bit, I mean, this is kind of slick, but I feel like it was a little bit rougher at Auto Club. So, yeah, that might have played a little more into my hands had I been able to stay out of contact, out of the wall, out of people. We're going to try to do that, just keep the truck as clean as possible. Aero is so important when you're wide open for so much of the run, and yeah, like I said, maybe we can try to pick up a spot or two. In theory, you know, 11th, 10th, 11th should gain I rating, but with me being truck number 16, might be able to get away with like a 12th possibly. So just aim for a couple spots and hope that this can just go green all the way. I don't know if that's going to happen, but
catch up to car number 19.
I'll try to do what we can to get that. Get some heat into the core of the tires. Bit of brake drag. Not expecting to have to use a ton of brakes here, but have those warmed up in case, and we'll get a little bit of heat into the tires. Have a little more grip off the start. Try to find our way to the bottom when we can. Wouldn't be surprised if I lose 2 or 3 spots off the start, but Also got to watch turn 2, actually kind of surprisingly narrows up more than you would think with people coming up from the bottom. If you're running the outside, I don't think the outside's really going to be in play at all. But, you know, for this first lap or two, if we're stuck on the outside, just going to have to watch out for everybody coming off the bottom on exit 2, that we don't get pinched between them and the wall and the race right there. So it's hard for me to see people coming up from the bottom and be able to lift to let them slide up in front with it being on a single screen, but I'm just going to try to do the best that I can, judging by the relative and the spotter, and just hope for the best. Get ready to roll here. Pace car is going to be off. Restart zone is in effect here. Although I don't think... I'm not sure where it is, so we'll see what happens.
Green, green, green.
Off and rolling. Outside line really didn't get going. Big slot down since the 21 didn't get a great start. We're going to have almost 3 wide. So we got one truck, fans up the middle. Flat bottom is flatter, a little bit tougher. 21's kind of doing the same thing. He's sliding back. So let's see. Oh, we got a wreck already. Caution already. Alright, so the 16 truck, I believe, is the 4
We're under caution.
on the relative.
Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 08.
Trying to save fuel just for the fact that I want to keep some weight in the back end to hopefully
I was on the wall. You just cleaned me out.
keep it a little bit looser.
Whoever that red car was on my right rear, appreciate you lifting coming off at you there. I had somebody on the inside driving right up to the wall.
So we're up to 8th, I believe. So picked up our spots we needed. Restarting on the outside again. Hopefully we can just try to keep it as clean as possible. Not lose too many spots off the next restart. Yes, if you're going to have caution, having a lap 1's the best time to have it, simply because nobody's going to be coming in for tires a point, and it'll still give us the bulk of the race to try to tire save. So yeah, we will be 8th restarting unless something stupid happens that anybody up front decides to pit. Just hoping we can get 2 to green. There we go. Alright, that was what I wanted to see.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Looks like a decent number of trucks got involved in that. Let's see. I'm gonna put a lap down. 2. That makes me feel a little bit better in case we get involved in anything, at least. Not going quite as far to the back. Yeah, it's a little bit flatter here, so I don't want to venture a ton below that seam. Not quite where the 21 was. It's definitely scary land. But we'll see what we can do on this restart. Line up behind the 14. Let's try to the actual 14, not the number 4 that's got the 14 on his truck. And,
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
guess this is extending the number of laps that I get to spend inside the top 10. Got the 21 behind me. That's going to be fun. I'm sure he's going to be aggressive, looking for every opportunity he can to move forward. That's the problem with, you know, these fixed setups. Like, I feel like I still need to run the series just because I don't know how to drive the truck that well. And so this is the way to, you know,
Get ready. Race
take the
resume
setup
at
part
the
out
end
of
this
it,
lap.
learn that. But you know, the shorter race lengths, people just drive crazy aggressive. I mean,
I'm
aggression's
gonna
up
have to bounce free
all
early
across.
here, so when we go green, I'm gonna dive the apron to go to pit
The
road.
open setups, open series still have
No.
aggression in them, but I feel like sometimes it's a little more calculated and patient simply because you've got double the laps, so
100% rule.
just have to watch the 21 to do who knows what.
Gotta go see that new avatar, man.
Alright, so we got the 19 bailing out. Guess that's the truck that technically won't finish behind. Alright, so the 20 was the one that disconnected. So I guess right now where she finishes 20th if the other guy got back on the lead lap, otherwise you're looking at 19th. So small gains. Makes me feel better that if the race goes to heck, I still have a shot at not being as far off from where I'm supposed to finish. Get lined up. Get ready to go. Lap 5, 26 to go. Hopefully the only caution.
Green flag, we're racing.
Yeah, outside line did not get a good restart. We were in a 3 wide call.
Still there.
Shockingly, the 21 is not there.
He's still there.
And there he goes, turning down, creates a wreck in the back of the field. We're going to get another caution. How long is it going to take? There's the caution, so.
Well, you can't come up and then cut across my nose.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I think the 21 looked like he turned down, but I could be wrong.
Has been dead.
So there's more trucks that get tangled up.
That's the biggest
Pace
flag.
cars out. Line up single file behind Nelson.
So maybe this is just going to be the high-pacing event at Michigan. Lost 1 spot on the restart, but puts us back on the inside, actually, so I kind of prefer it now. You guys are able to snake through that, pick up some spots. See how many more go to pit road and end up laps down. We can take a look at it afterwards, but to me it looked like the 21 just kind of turned down in the middle of 1 and 2.
Pits are open.
At this rate, tires really are not going to matter. Line up behind the 8, who is the 5 on the truck. Not sure why guys tried to play the game of faking out to pit road when it's very clear nobody's coming into pit unless they have damage. Just the trucks in the back that have damage. So one of them should get the lap back. It's the 18.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
And we keep the streak alive of not being able to get a lap completed under green yet. Auto Club wasn't quite this messy, I don't think. At least not early on. Got messy with cautions later on, I think, because we had that green-white checkered, but we at least got green flag laps in to start.
Does it control pit road speed on its own now? It's not letting me go over 55 on pit road. Yeah, the auto limiter checked on. What was that? In your settings, you
We're
can
under
have
caution.
auto
Pits are closed.
pit limiter turned to on. We'll do that now. Oh, that's so stupid. That's not a simulator.
And the classic people complaining that settings in iRacing do not provide a realistic experience. Joy, joy, joy. Didn't get a chance to use the. Well, I tried to practice a little bit for this. Not very much, but tried to use
Okay,
the
Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the end
active
of this lap.
reset, and for whatever reason, I did it on road racing practicing for GT3, and it was able to work. I did the same thing on this, and for whatever reason, it wasn't seeming to work. So have to keep playing around with it on ovals to figure out what I was doing wrong. But I got a feeling it could be a really good thing for learning different entries in the corners, figuring out what's going to be best for me in terms of keeping momentum up, but also not abusing tires. So it'll be put to good use, as well as getting on pit road and I don't know, possibly pit or restarts as well. Obviously, road racing has got its most value, but try to make as much value out of it oval as I can, since I don't have forever to practice. Kind of, if it can speed up some of the learning, can help me improve a little bit more in the limited time I have, or just you know, maybe stabilize me. So we'll get ready to go try this again for a third time. See if we can finally get a lap under green. This time on the inside, starting 9th. Right, we're going. I could finish all what would end up being like 30 some laps, 33 or 34 or whatever, under yellow, since we cannot seem to find a green flag lap in us.
Green, 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 let's go.
Oh, this time the inside line chooses not to go. This time it was the outside line, this time the inside line. I'm wondering if it's the 14 actually. 14 is just not getting a good restart. 12 is going to dive to the bottom. There he goes. He gets the momentum. 14 also going to the bottom. We're almost going to have 3 wide off the corner. I don't know where to go. It's just, this is racing at Michigan, I guess. Stay to the outside now just to avoid some of the chaos that's going to happen. 12 lost it. I get a little loose there. Kind of kills the momentum. 112 lost it. Actual 12s. But we at least get a green flag lap in finally.
Just 43.00. Lap time is 43.09. The track temps increasing. It's now
Thought the bottom would be the faster way, but I guess it depends on what kind of momentum you get. Looks like the outside's hooking up a little more. We jump to the outside. 14 is pretty slow here, so to find a way around him. 17 was kind of looking to dive underneath us. Let's go to our outside, just gonna try to get a draft off 14. I don't know, I gotta find a way around him without being crazy aggressive.
14.74. Fastest lap for Werner, 14.64. What's your best lap of the session? He's still there, keep digging.
Get the 9 still to our outside. Contact, the wall. There's the wreck, we're going way low to avoid it. 9's there, how we didn't make contact with 9, I'm not really sure. Here in 3 wide call, 14's getting loose underneath us. I just want to get by him. No caution. Staying to the outside of the 14. Got the 15 up ahead, trying to draft off of him. I think we're in the top 5? Yeah, somehow. So now time to just sit here. 12's going to try to go to the front. I just want a tire save right now. Take spots where I can, but not abuse the tires. Leave myself with something for the end of the race. Stay off the 15.
He's still there.
1 and the 4 up ahead. 12's going to try to get the run on the outside, it looks like.
Fastest gear on the right side. Still there.
bottom, or as bottom as people are going to be for right now.
Clear up high.
Clear the 15. Just sitting here right now.
Got one inside.
Just gonna take the opportunity to go to our inside. We'll see if he slides up. Makes just a slight bit of contact with our left rear.
Inside clear.
We'll fall back with not having the draft. What's his fourth now?
Before that was at 40.86. That's the new fastest lap for. On your right. Outside line's clear.
Don't think the 15 expected me to lift that much, but everybody else in front did. Kills the momentum. Here comes the 14 with a really good run. He's going to go on by because I had to catch it.
Inside.
Jump to the inside. I got nowhere to go.
Clear.
Lost touch with trucks in front.
Clear inside.
Alright. Just had all the momentum from not having to lift. So we'll try to regain. No reason to battle with him. We'll just, if he's actually picked up the pace, I'll just sit behind him to try to get back up to the 4. It's only going to hurt my tires, the gaps more if I try to battle with him.
41.57.
We're going to be halfway done this time by, 15 to go. Got a lap truck up ahead. Or, I guess he could be on the lead lap, but slower. Not really crazy concerned with lap times right now. Just trying to manage right now. Halfway down.
Okay, Jake. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
Just trying to keep the momentum up as much as I can without stressing out the right front too much. 15's kind of sitting back a little bit, slightly faster than us, but I think he might be maybe pushing it a bit hard, maybe overdriving it. Just have to hope 14 is doing the same thing, but I need to keep his draft to get us up to the 4.
Both sides, you got one. Clear inside.
I don't think these guys really fully understand that working together is the best thing we can do right now.
41.16.
Worried about the 15 getting into the back of us again. Into 1, but just have to hope, trust. Taking a bit of a higher line through 3. Kind of cutting down later apex. 12's looking like he's trying to get to the inside of the 15. He's got the 10 behind him. They go side by side. On the front stretch, back into 1. 12's going to take it away from the 15. 10's looking like he's going to get by the 15 as well. He's sitting right by him. He does get alongside of him now. Lift a little bit earlier. A little too much speed on entry into 3. It was not going to help the right front. Just trying to take advantage of being able to avoid that wreck off the restart. Gave us a bunch of free spots. Perfectly fine with the top 5. Obviously want to dig for more, but right now this is a good spot to be in. Try to get to the inside of the 14. Hopefully it's not going to hurt us too much. Feeling like he's fallen off from the front 3 a little bit.
Still there.
Hopefully we can clear him off the turn 2.
Hold your line. P4. Hold your line. He's still there. Clear outside.
See if it brings the 12 along. Just hoping he's not going to try to cut underneath us with the run. So we were definitely losing touch with the front three. So it looks like he might have a little bit of better tire. Or he might just be driving it harder. He dove it in underneath. 14 cleared him. In the middle of 3 and 4. Trying to see if I can get to the draft. Work on arcing a little bit later. That did not do wonders for the right sides. 6 is also trying to work his way up through. Inside of 10 to go now. This time by. See if we made up much ground on the 4 the lap times. Yeah, like I said, 12's either way better on tires or he's driving it harder because I'm going in full slide, almost got in the wall. That did not help the tires, so stay slow to let him go.
Still there. He's still there. Keep digging.
He commits to the outside.
Still there.
Watch with the 6. 12's going to pinch us down a little bit.
He's still there.
He's going to try to get a push from the 6.
He's still there. He's still there. Keep digging.
So we'll lose a spot here.
Was that 41.92? Still there.
Slot in behind him.
Right side. Clear outside.
Hopefully the 6 doesn't try to go underneath. We'll see.
Right side. Keep high.
Not quite sure why he's fighting so hard. I know maybe he's trying to get the lap back without needing the lucky dog, but I doubt where he's at. That's not going to happen.
Hard inside. Keep it together. Hold your line.
But he's not giving us any room at all.
Still there. He's still there.
Just trying to catch the draft of the 12 to see if I can clear him. Alright, so definitely don't have the grip on the right front that I want. We're going to have to watch it coming off of 2 again. And see if we can, together with the 12, mount a charge up to the front 3. Just under a second ahead. So we lost about a quarter of a second or so. It's kind of tapping the brakes for insurance more than anything, getting into 3. 6 is falling back. Nobody else really behind. 14's the closest one, and he's actually stuck behind the 10, so. And the 6 just disconnected somehow. Okay.
Well, that time was 41.92.
Looks like we are starting to catch back of the 4. They're getting into a race. We're gonna have 5 to go this time by. This is gonna get interesting quick. Gonna dig to see if we can get any more spots. I have the 11 who's slow. I think we should clear him before we go back into 1. Yep. Is kind of hanging back here is the slowest of the front 5. We're definitely trying to get there to make this a 5-car battle up front. A little too much rotation there, using that flatter banking. It's cost us a little bit of time. And now the swerving and the blocking is going to begin.
Okay, Jake. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Terrible entry into 1. Terrible entry into 1. Yeah, 12's just got pace compared to me. It's just flat out got more pace. Like, I'm closing up overall, but 12's actually pulling away from me. Well, so far it's a better showing than Auto Club was. Got 5 getting shuffled back. 12 is going to work to his inside going into 1. Not going to be quite close enough to be able to do anything. I'm going to try to get the run. 2 to go this time by. 14's falling even further back, so unless we wreck, we should have a top 5 locked up, barring a last-minute caution. I got really loose there.
Coming up on here.
Throw the block. We're gonna go to the inside.
Still there. U4, 2 to go. He's still
No,
there.
Rob, you're on
Clear
the
line.
right.
Coming up on here. Outside line's clear.
Hopefully don't wash up. He's gonna try to cut underneath. Yeah, that was my... But I opened myself up to doing that.
Clear inside.
Watch for him to go to the inside here into 3.
Keep it steady. Still there.
Only so much I
Still
can
there.
do. Probably bailed out a little too much. Just trying to keep it off of him.
Still there. Coming up on the inside.
He's gonna have advantage of the draft. White flag.
He's still there. He's still there.
Lost touch with the front 3.
One more to go.
Erasing him was not beneficial for that.
Still there. They're on the inside.
Not gonna be able to get behind him and then go underneath, so have to be off of 4 if we can even do anything. Just gonna sit behind him. Hopefully make it stick, although I think I lifted a little too much. Too much of a slide. Yeah, we're just not even close enough, so 5th place. Nice top 5. Way, way better than I expected. Way, way better than I expected. Should be
Okay.
good for a decent amount of I rating and some safety rating, so like I said, accomplished what I wanted. It was a
Your car made me laugh so much I about hit the wall.
far better showing than Auto Club was, and we were able to make it through some of the chaos that the first third of the race brought. It was a lot cleaner after that. Take a look at the tires. 76, 83. Like I said, I leaned it too much on the right front at times, but
Yeah, don't hit that wall.
overall not too bad. So let's take a look at everything. So we got the 15s on the outside, and the 4 just kind of comes up off the corner. I don't... 15 was a 6, so... yeah, he's holding his line, and the 4 just comes up the track like he's not there. So there's your first wreck. 4 goes spinning, and let's jump back and see which that was actually the 20. Let's see what happens to him. Yeah, he's just gotta turn right, like 6 wasn't there. Goes off of the 81, gets the 81 again, sends the 81 to the inside retaining wall, and he goes for his spin. There's the contact, there's the 81. 81's not happy with him. Comes back and drills him. Kills his engine in the process. 6 is going to... Not sure why he's showing up. Alright, let's try to... Alright, so here we go. We got the 19, the restart. Ooh, contact. 21 gets into the 19. Alright, let's take a look at that. So you got the 2, which is the 9 on the truck. It's going to have the 21. Yeah, this is where I thought I saw the 21 just cut down in my mirror, so let's watch it this way. 2's going to the inside, 3 wide keeping off of them. I want to look at that one more time. I think that's still all on the 21. 2's coming down, and he kind of stops, and I think the 21 is expecting him to go a little bit more, but the 21 still just continued down into the right front of the 2. Spun off his nose, gets to the 19, gets to 17, comes back up, gets the 2, gets him around. 19 kind of taps off of one of them. So, yeah, that wasn't quite as many trucks as I thought, but definitely on the 21. We got the 7. This is the one that we dodged. So the 5 does the same thing, just kind of comes up. They bounce off each other, collects more. We don't know how I avoided that one. That got us quite a few spots, so let's take a look at that from my perspective. Really not 100% sure how I avoided that. So I was on the inside of the 9, trying to stay low off of him. I see that there, so I start going low. 14 went way low. 9 just kind of came down. Yeah, I guess it wasn't quite as close, but still a little too close for comfort. 3's gonna drag the wall. Yeah, just echoed. Okay, so there was the 15 getting into me, which slowed him down, which the 12 just got into him. Let's watch that again from 15. Like, I mean, I know I lifted more because I was trying to save tires, but 15 just did not anticipate that very well. Because it's not like I really dropped off from the cars up in front, or the trucks up in front, so the 15 just couldn't see through me and misjudged that badly. Thankfully, it kept us pretty straight. We were able to recover from it, no real damage. 15 gonna get the wall off of 2. That's an actual scrape. Sure, 17. He bounces off the wall, goes down. We got the 10 and the 6. Both laps down. Alright, not sure why they're showing up. 9's on the outside of the 3. They just get together off of 2 since the 9 in the wall. That's kind of what I talked about narrowing up. 22's gonna be the victim of the 9. Not much there though. 3's in the wall. And 7 wins. So that ends that. So we'll take a look at the results. Hopefully all good. See some progress. Top split, 7 splits in total, 35-55. Strength of field, not terrible at all. 0.13 on the safety rating. Just keep some more 0x's of those. Get some stuff out from the ARCA race and then the 4x and the SK mod race. Should hopefully be able to get that bump to get over 3.0 and decent I rate again. So 75 up to 3100 on the nose. Still not the highest I've been, but we'll take it. And lap time wise, I don't count the fast laps because of the draft, making a big impact on that. So I don't think we quite had the pace to run with the top 3, but we were definitely, in that like 3rd to 5th range, depending on how I would have played it. Just, made the moves a little too early with the 5, and that kept us from the 4th place finish. But overall, pretty happy with that start for C-Fixed. Still got a lot of things to work on, especially on the qualifying aspect with this. A lot to learn about driving the truck, but I feel like the racecraft got a little better and played that fairly smart. So pretty happy with that. Love to hear from you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed that one. And until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.